All right, so hopefully you took the opportunity to try to figure these out. Um, so in order to get anything going, you got to draw a dot structure, right? Because you can't figure out A's and X's and E's without a dot structure. So let's go ahead and start with the silicon tetrachloride. So we're going to put that silicon in the middle. And then we're going to have 4 chlorines attached. So I think I'm going to draw my chlorines first. That might help. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to add my dots because I want everything to be stable. So this is going to get dots because there's nothing there. There's nothing on the left, nothing on the bottom, nothing on the right, nothing on the bottom, nothing on the right, nothing on the top. So you get the idea. Okay, now we got to check the target number. So let's do that. So silicon is going to contribute. So once again, you just look up on your periodic table. And so silicon is in column 4, A, so it gives 4. And the chlorine is going to give us 7 because it's in column 7A, but there's 4 of them, right? Oops. Let's just do it like this. 4 times 7. We're going to add all that up. So that's 32, right? So got 7 times 4, 28, plus 4, 32. 32 electrons is my target number. Okay. How many electrons are here? Let's look. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, and 32. So that means that one will work. Okay, so since this works, right, we counted everything up and it works, then this is the shape that we stay with. So we count that up and we say, okay, we got an A. There's the silicon. We got 4 attachments. Those are the chlorines, 4 X's. And there are no lone pairs on the central atom. So remember, it's only lone pairs here that matter. These don't matter for E's. So it's an AX4E0. And that is a tetrahedral. So tetra for 4. Okay, AX4E0. So ammonium pentachloride. So let's kind of give ourselves some space here. Like that. All right. Just do a different pen, actually. Ammonium pentachloride is going to be, sorry, not ammonium. It says antimony pentachloride. Sorry, antimony pentachloride. SB penta for 5, Cl5. Okay, SbCl5. So let's go ahead and try that. So we've got SB. Then we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attachments, and all those attachments are chlorine. And so now we got to add dots so that these chlorines are stable. And so the antimony doesn't get any dots because it's got plenty of stuff. All 4 sides of the box are full plus a bonus. So we're going to just dot up left, bottom, right, top, like so. Okay. Now, looking at this, we need to check the target number. Okay, so let's go over here and check the target number. So antimony, SB, is going to provide 5 because it's in column 5A. Chlorine, each chlorine is going to give us 7, but there's 5 of them. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're going to add those together. So 35 and 5, 40 electrons is what we're looking for. So we're looking for 40 electrons. That's a lot. So let's see what we got here. So I'm going to use a blue. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, and 40. So counting carefully, and you got to be careful because if you go too fast, you definitely can get these wrong. That does work. Let's go ahead and take all those back off. So if that works, then this is what I'm going to stay with. So the antimony is an A. The chlorines are the X's, so there's 5 of them. And the E0, because remember, again, there are no dots on this on the central atom, so there's no E's. There's got to be dots on the central atom. So AX5E0, so we're going to look that up. Let's go back, look that up. Remember, you're referring to this. Here it is. AX5E0, trigonal, bipyramidal. So you can see that if you didn't have that memorized, by the time that you take the test, that's going to be a bit of a problem. Trying to sneak this in here. Okay. Let's go to the next one. BF minus, so BF4 minus 1. So that's going to be something that we're going to need to take into consideration is this minus 1. So let's start with the formula. So I'm going to use a bread on this one. And kind of run out of space. I think I'm going to try to squeeze it in right here. Okay, so now first element usually goes in the middle. Going to add my dots, top, left, bottom. No dots for B because it's got everything on the boxes. Got something. Okay, so now target number. What are we allowed to have? What does this have? So from a target number standpoint, boron, or B, is going to contribute 3. And then I'm going to add that 3 to fluorine. So the fluorine is going to contribute 4 because there's 4 of them times 7. I'm going to put it down here. Just the space is a little tight here, so let's try it again. Boron, 3. Fluorine is 4 times 7, right? Because there's 4 of them, and they each give away 7. Fluorine's in column 7A. And now that minus 1. Okay, so this minus 1 right here, minus 1 means that you actually do the opposite. You have an extra electron. So because of the minus 1, we get to add 1 extra electron. Okay, so it's going to be 3 So it's 28 for the 7 times 4 plus 3, 20. So 31 plus 1 more is 32. Right? So 3, 28, 31 plus 1, 32. So the key thing here is that the minus 1 means you get to add an extra electron to your total. So 32. So what do we have here? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, and 32. So again, this one's just going to work out. So we're going to go with that. And I'm going to put it in red. It's an AX4. I did forget one thing. Let me clean that up real quick. Because it has a minus 1, I needed to put that in brackets. So I need to put a bracket around this, like so, and a minus 1. So that's kind of messy, but I need that bracket around it. So see if I can, something like that. Brackets and a minus 1. So that's an AX4 E0. So also another tetrahedral. Okay. N3 minus. So let's do that one over here. Minus. So it would, N has to be in the middle because that's the only thing we have. Fill them up. So top, left, bottom, top and bottom, top, right, and the bottom spot. Okay, well, this is pretty easy for the target number, right? Because they're all nitrogen. So nitrogen gives us 5, but there's 3 of them. So that's 15. But see that -1? See there's a -1 here on this one? The -1 is going to give us a bonus 1. So 15 plus 1, 16 is our target number. Remember that -1 actually goes the other way, gives us a bonus 1. So let's see what we got. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, and 20. Too many. What do you do when you get too many? You add a bond and you take away 2 sets. So we're going to add a bond there. And I'm going to erase those 2. Okay? Count again. Remember when you add a bond, you have to take away electrons from each side of the new bond. So I couldn't take any from that because I didn't attach a bond to that. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. Okay, so we're down to 18. 18 is not 16, so we got to do it once more. So you can either add a triple bond or you can add another double bond. I'm just going to go the triple bond, so I'll add a bond here. And I get rid of a pair from each side, so get rid of this one and get rid of this one. Let's count it again. It's going to be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Boom. We've got it. There we go. 16, it matches. There's our structure. So you have to put it in brackets and put that -1 on the outside. And then let's go ahead and come back down here. And what did we end up with? We ended up with an AX2E0. AX2E0. So when you look that one up, it's going to be linear.